Many thanks, my friends. Much as I hate to say it, there's no way I could have fought past those bastards on my own. Name's Verano. I'd love to stay and give proper thanks, but Ranger Acierno needs my report. I came here with Ranger Casagrada to scout this area out. We got a tip that a force of bandits was gathering at this old homestead. One of us must have stepped on a twig because they spotted us right away. When I squared off, Casagrada ran the other way. Said he was going to grab Dorso for backup. Trust me, I wish he hadn't. But you can't fault a young man for being afraid. After Casagrada left, several more bandits joined the fight. They overwhelmed me and took me hostage. I overheard them talking about meeting someone next to a root-strangled tree with a view of the town. They seemed to think their contact was one of the rangers. But that would make that ranger a traitor. Oh, I seriously doubt it. Casagrada is a bright enough kid, but he doesn't have the capacity to conspire. I'd bet my life that Casagrada isn't a traitor. Just a coward. See, that's the damnedest thing. I don't know. The bandits have it worse than we do. That's why they are bandits. So they have nothing to offer. With the way trade has dried up, there is no one else here. No Third-borners, no Paradisans, and certainly no wardens from Solace. There is just monsters. And you. Then I guess I'll just have to take you at your word. Well, I should start hobbling back. Thanks again for looking out. I owe you one, and Casagrada owes us both. If you're in the area, go see Captain Acierno at the watchtower. She'll be glad to see you.
I'm not sure what to make of this, but I don't like it.
That tower is for Fior's Rangers. It's where
Listen,
they stand around
we'll
and
get to the
argue about
bottom
the
of
best
this.
route to Shatterstar.
Not sure how, but...
Just so fucking tired of this. Thank the gods I'm not stationed out in Nakutadek. Or this...
I agree that this is important, Massoni. But if we don't focus on hunting, people will starve.
How is a potential murderer in our ranks not your top priority? You don't think it's real, is that it? You think I'm jumping at shadows?
One moment, please, Envoy. We were just finishing.
You've got to be kidding me.
I'm not saying it's impossible, Massoni. Only that more immediate dangers require our attention. We'll talk about it later.
Meanwhile, someone's tearing us apart from the inside.
Gods beyond. I owe you a debt of gratitude, Envoy. I can't thank you enough for what you've done. I am shocked to hear Verano was captured, but it's better than dead. Do you know what happened? Verano's a veteran. I'm surprised he walked Casagrada into a fight they couldn't handle.
You're not listening to me. I'm telling you, there's something else going on here. Someone was trying to get Verano killed.
Verano mentioned a meeting between the bandits and an unknown party. Know anything about that?
A contact among my rangers?
I was right. There is a murderer.
Luring my rangers into an attack by bandits who are planning to meet a contact? Massoni, this isn't just an attempted murder. It's a conspiracy. One of my rangers is a traitor to our purpose, and my guess is that this meeting is most likely with the murderer we've been looking for.
Casagrada had a cousin, Felice. They were both farm kids, like most of us in the Rangers.
Ranger work pays better than being a farmhand, and we eat better too.
Felice was a good kid, but they weren't much of a fighter. Verano and them went after a bear with the plague. It was troubling the pilgrims at Nakutedek. The bear got Felice, tore their jaw clean off. There wasn't anything Verano could have done for them. Out here, things go bad fast. Come on, Captain. The kid's dumb as a stump.
Masoni!
I'm just saying.
Be that as it may, being a fool doesn't preclude someone being a murderer or a traitor. I need to know what's really going on here. We're missing some pieces here, namely what happened to Monato. Until you find his body, we're groping about in the dark. Speak to Dorso if you haven't yet. I'll be here organizing patrols until you return. She's stationed near the gates of Fior.
Oh, Envoy! You have to help me. If I have to listen to this twig of a recruit tell his stories for even one more minute, I'll probably die. I am indeed. I'm flattered that you've heard of me. It's great to meet you. Ranger Captain at your service. All right, but make it quick. I'm obviously very busy. Kidding, of course. Before you ask, I know you're trying to find your supposed killer among the squad, and I really don't know much about it. Frankly, I think she's overreacting to a late report. Monato might be our best tracker, but he doesn't put a lot of stock in patrol rotation, rest days, or Acierno's toothless protocols. I hope Verano's all right. The wilds can be cruel. Oh, that boy! Sure, he can fight, but does he think? Leave him to his farm and family, I told Acierno. But does she ever listen to me? The way this valley chews through rangers, we can't be selective. That's what she says anyway. Casagrada is a farmer's son. His father too is a farmer's son, and so was his grandfather. The same is true for nearly all of our rangers. They were raised with plows in hands, not swords.
You fight with the soldiers you've got, as the saying goes.
And we take these green farmhands, give them 5 minutes of weapons training, and tell them to stand against the tide. But that's neither here nor there. We were talking about Verano. He and Monato are the best of us, but no one's without their challenges. Verano's always trying to play both sides, be the peacemaker. It makes him soft. And Monato, you won't find him if he doesn't want to be found. He was a good friend once, I admired him. But he changed. Monato was always a loner, but he'd been going off his patrol route for long periods of time. The last thing I heard was that Monato was going to scout out the ogre camp. From here, cross the northern bridge and follow the path west. The path will become a cobblestone road and pass through the swamp. You'll find a cave in the hillside. Should pick up Monato's trail around there. It was claimed by an old animancer years ago. He and the ogre are, friends. I have no idea what they got up to in there. Experimenting on Zarebs, probably. I couldn't tell you what's there now. I don't know anyone who could. The animancer struck a deal with Acierno. We're not allowed to go there. Why Monato was headed there is beyond me. But if you want to track down Monato, that would be the first place to look. I'm not Monato's keeper. He's a grown man and can take care of himself. Right. Watch your back out there, Envoy. The Living Lands are a dangerous place.
Hopefully when we find Monato, we can find some answers.
I am off duty. Bother me no more.
You're that envoy, aren't you? It's the face. Gives you away. What can the Fior Ranger's rising star do for you, Your Eminence? Come on! Since when? Listen to me. I didn't do anything wrong. Verano going missing isn't my fault. Oh, so he made it. Thank the gods. We were scouting out the abandoned homestead near Nakotedek when the bandits attacked us. I drew 2 of them away from the fight, and Verano and I got separated. When I doubled back around to check on him, I didn't see anyone. I assumed the fighting was over. You don't believe me? Fine, I'll... Listen, let's keep this between us. I have a reputation to maintain around here.
Right, because we wouldn't want the other Rangers to think poorly of you.
2 bandits attacked us, and Verano stepped up to fight them. I drew my blade, and I froze. I saw more bandits coming, and Verano was getting overwhelmed. I didn't know what to do. I know that. I mean, from training. Yeah, but this was different. I've never been in a fight before. Not a real fight with people actually trying to kill me.
You froze. It happens, kid. Combat instincts take practice. The real disgrace is tucking your tail in town instead of getting help and going back.
I know what I did was wrong, but I'm not a murderer. I swear. I swear! And Masoni needs to keep his big mouth closed. Yeah, so my cousin got killed working with Verano. Big deal. It happens all the time. And bears aren't the only danger out here, you know. But do I think the old man should have kept a better eye on them? I mean, yes. Felice wasn't much with a sword. But Verano got distracted. Whatever. The usher comes for everyone, I guess. That's a relief. I'll find a way to make it up to him once all this killer business is over. And I hope you find them, Envoy. I'd love to give them a gauntlet to the face.
This kid's got too much to prove and too little to show for it, but he doesn't seem like a traitor.
I'm sick! Show me what you got! I'm so done! There's always the next. Hold on. I'm sick! Let's see what you got. Hold on, am I looking? Not now.
Everyone sink!
Stand back.
What's Helia got of again? Creepy places full of murder and ghosts? Quick advice? Try not to.
Hey! Over here! More time. Doesn't stop me. Hold on.
He sucks over!
Step now. On your right. Not bad, Marius. I was just getting warmed up.
Envoy? What are you... Huh. You're full of surprises. I was expecting someone else, but I think this could work out better for both of us. I'd prefer Savior if we're handing out epithets. Once you hear my side, Envoy, I think you'll agree I was only trying to help. After a fashion.
Unbelievable.
They were a means to an end. Don't tell them that. Everyone likes to feel special. They were supposed to kill Verano, but I guess they figured they could get more coin if they ran something back to us instead. Idiots. Unfortunately. I didn't want to, but he forced my hand. I thought I was clever, skimming a little extra pay from the coffers, surveying the city's weaknesses, laying caches for my friends. But it was like Monato had eyes in the back of his head. Nothing got by him. I tried to explain, but he couldn't understand. Wouldn't. He'd completely closed his ears to reason.
So you killed him for it?
Poor bastard was always too principled for his own good. I'm preparing Emerald Stair for Adir's arrival, obviously. Your people have already pacified Paradise, with contracts and clean water, with promises of safety. I want to be safe. I want all of us to finally be safe.
You've got a hazy picture at best, Dorso. The envoy was still killed in the street, and Ludwine's idea of pacified is anything but.
And I know what empires do, envoy. They expand. Your soldiers would have come here sooner or later. I'm helping us avoid resistance and bloodshed when they do. Fior is wasting away, envoy. Animancy isn't helping us anymore, if it ever did. But no one in the city wants to admit it.
So you murder your own?
Our crops rot in the fields, bears turn to beasts and attack on sight. The very earth disintegrates beneath our feet. I think it's time we accept help from someone stronger, wealthier, better organized. From Adir. Then we can turn things around like Paradis has. Maybe then we can be safe. But Vidarro, Quilici, Captain Acierno, they're too proud. They won't do what must be done. So I'm doing it myself. I'm not an official asset, just an enthusiastic ally. But I did meet the captain of the Steel Garrote. Alfir, she said her name was. They appeared out of the fog a few nights ago, late, hours before dawn. There were so many of them, I was certain they were going to kill me. I was alarmed at first, but then I spoke to Alfir. And she changed my mind. Captain Alfir is strong, determined, organized. She's exactly what we need to save Fior. She has a vision for how to save the valley from itself. A vision I can believe in. I found them a place to hole up. No one is going to find them until it's time. Fior simply cannot survive the way things are. Monato and Verano disagreed.
Then you disagree. You don't turn on your own.
Their voices had power in the Rangers. Too much power. And when they spoke, the others listened. Now they'll have to listen to me. No, envoy. I'm the only one around here who sees things clearly. Emerald Stair is my home, and it's wasting away. I can only look after my people, get us what we need.
You've got a strange way of doing that.
Only Adir can help us now. Maybe that would be for the best. We've had decades to secure this valley. What do we have to show for it? Dead homesteads, dead farmers, dead fields. And a city full of animancers who don't give a single shit about us. It wasn't always like this. I wish you could have seen the valley I grew up in. The steep green hills, mist twining about the peaks. Birds, deer, the many little creatures of the trees scurrying among the leaves. Most of them gone now. Sometimes, in high summer, the sunset would catch the rice paddies just right, and the whole valley would glow coral violet. A world on fire with life, that never burned. We ate well and slept through the night. I don't want to live through this time if there's nothing better on the other side. If they didn't tell you, they must have had a good reason. The steel garrote are holed up in a cave, just behind that waterfall over there. Some of them, anyway.
We should look into that.
I'm sure they'd appreciate your help. They're going to put a stop to the animancy. The animancy that's sickening our fields, driving the animals mad, polluting our souls. And maybe it will end the dream scourge. Then, Emerald Stair will be safe. They're not going to hurt anyone. The necessary killing has already been done.
You don't know the Steel Garrote, Dorso. They're not Adiran regulars or magistrates. They're zealots.
Once Captain Alfir explains to the Animancers what their work is doing to our people, they'll have to give it up. I hoped you'd say that. I've been doing this more or less alone so far. Captain Alfir gave me the courage, but it was up to me to complete the mission. I've already eliminated the one real threat among the Rangers. I only need to think of an argument that will sway the others. Surely those eggheads in town can come up with a better way of growing our food. I'll lay low for a while, but I'll do what I can to work behind the scenes in Fior. In the meantime, tell Acierno that the traitor has been dealt with, or better yet, blame it on Casagrada. I'll take it from here. Thank you, Envoy. Consider Fior's future bright, thanks to you.
You can't trust a traitor, Envoy.
I'll never understand you, Envoy.
I sincerely hope you have some good news for me. My gods, I can't believe this.
Ilia's wings uplift us.
She's been with the Ranger since she was a girl. She trained most of my men.
This is... Fotito. This is big, Acierno.
What happened to her? Where is she now? Without the trial? Good gods.
Frontier justice. That's what a traitor deserves.
Masoni, please. Where's her body now, Envoy? She always did fight hard. I doubt she made it easy for you.
I'll send a few of the senior rangers out to collect what we can, if the bears haven't gotten to her yet.
Thank you, Masso. What a nightmare. I don't know what I'm going to tell my men. A traitor in the Rangers. This situation beggars belief. Do you know why she did it? I don't know what to say. I clearly never knew my friend, or the woman I thought was my friend. Dorso will be brought to justice if she ever appears in Fior again.
As will anyone who helped her betray her people.
I suggest you watch yourself around the other Rangers, Envoy. I can't be responsible for how they react.